What's up, YouTube? It is Violet Raw with the Journey Back Tarot, and I'm here to just kind of speak on twin flame relationships, specifically karmic relationships, or the karmic lessons we learn within the twin flame journey. Just basically trying to shed a little bit of light and understanding on that whole situation. If you've gone through that, if you're going through that, and you're on a twin flame journey, we're going to go ahead and speak on that a little bit today. I went ahead and asked Spirit, my guides, and any other beings of divine unconditional love that would like to work with me in this moment, to please give me a card that would relate to this topic today. And the card I got was I relate in peace. And I'm going to go ahead and read that out to you guys. I relate in peace. And let's go ahead and read what we have in the book for this particular card. The word peace is defined as freedom from disturbance, quiet, and tranquility, but also finds its origins in the Anglo-French word paix, which is freedom from civil disorder. Human beings are living, breathing metaphors, each a tiny universe enveloped in the elements. In the BBC program Wonders of the Universe, the great physicist Brian Cox once stated that we are the cosmos made conscious. And perhaps this consciousness we participate in throughout our life experience is part of the ordered chaos of the great cosmic scheme. The infinite ocean of samsara can be thought of as the never-ending process of creation, creating cosmic awareness, dreamers dreaming dreams, death being but a door to rebirth, and birth being a pathway for the process to begin yet again. Mystics of days gone by knew of this infinite cycle and studied the sacred nature of humans as a piece of poetry in motion, ordered creation, which mimics the divine mind of the universe. Each person was studied for what they are. The physical manifestation of the body was believed to be the spirit molded into form. Humanity as the analog, the universe as the digital. Each function of the body viewed as a sacred code of the corporeal. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but that word is spelled Corporeal. I relate in peace as an ideal allows for ordered civility and reality programmed with peaceful tranquility as we consciously flow through samsara's infinite ocean with embodied serenity and acceptance of our relationship to life and all of its processes and passages. And the quote we have here, or the quote that the author put in here for this passage, goes, "Rest in natural great peace, this exhausted mind, beaten helpless by karma and neurotic thought, like the relentless fury of the pounding waves in the infinite ocean of samsara." And that is quoted by Neosho Kenpo Rinpoche. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that name right, but that is where that quote came from. And this tarot deck or oracle deck is by Jennifer Sodini. It's called Living with a Feather Heart. And so what I really want to speak on and how this card relates to the karmic cycles we experience within the twin flame journey and outside of the twin flame journey. But if you are a divine feminine or masculine who is experiencing this karmic relationship, we'll quote that, karmic relationship. It's just a lesson, okay? Basically, if you are the divine feminine, if you're the twin embodying the divine feminine energy, you're going to be more evolved spiritually than the divine masculine counterpart, or the counterpart that's embodying the divine masculine energy. But you both have the ability to ascend within this lifetime. So we're going to put that out there. You both have the ability to ascend within this lifetime. That's what makes you divine. There are challenges and processes that we basically signed up for or made contracts with the universe before we came here. Whatever you subscribe to, whatever you believe in, we have a written out agenda before we even come to this planet, before we even incarnate here. There's something already laid out for us here. Some of us have chosen the twin flame path to awaken, and I'm speaking to those individuals in particular right now. If you have a divine masculine or a counterpart that's embodying the divine masculine energy who is entertaining a karmic relationship right now, what I want you to be aware of in this present moment is that you were not always as spiritually awakened as you are in this current moment. I will say that again. You have not always been as spiritually awakened as you are in this current moment. And I will say that to say this. I also experienced karmic relationships before I met my twin flame. I'll say that again, before I met my twin flame. Now, being that the divine masculine counterpart is a little bit behind the divine feminine energy, or the counterpart embodying the divine feminine energy, they're going to be a little bit delayed when it comes to playing out these karmic situations and karmic relationships. But there are lessons that the divine masculine is going to learn in those relationships, just as you did. You learned from those karmic relationships later down the line when we gained a little bit more awareness. We were able to connect dots and relate certain experiences in those previous relationships and kind of heal or shed light on our own shortcomings, our blockages, things that we need to heal. That's what those relationships are meant to highlight for us. The twin flame journey or whatever, it triggers us. It reminds us of those things, okay? Like in the karmic relationship, you're just going about it, you're doing things just out of natural inclination because you've just been programmed to act that way. When you meet your twin flame, you're triggered to a point where you're realizing that those behaviors don't necessarily serve you, and there's a deeper reason why you are behaving the way you behave in your karmic relationships. Now, I relate in peace. That message is for us to remember the process from our own journey by reflecting on our own journey to awareness or back to wholeness, and to try not to cast any judgment or hate towards our counterparts, because it's only going to delay your process in healing. It's going to delay your next step in your evolution or ascension. And it's only going to keep your counterparts stuck in their karmic situations. It's going to slow their process down as well, because it's going to cause a little bit of confusion. Understand that every being incarnated in this realm has taken on certain challenges, obstacles. Like I said, we've all contracted to something, to play out something here in this realm of reality before we even incarnated here. Even the people you view as lower than you in the terms of consciousness, evolution of consciousness and vibration. You've ascended to a certain point above that level of consciousness. So you're not able to relate to those people anymore. However, your divine masculine or divine counterpart has not yet awakened to that level. Now, the fact that we were able to entertain karmic relationships in our past as well should be evidence enough for you that they can overcome these relationships. They can and they will, with your assistance. As you ascend and begin to integrate the divine masculine and feminine energies within yourself, you're able to kind of lead the way, because the masculine's always going to be a little bit behind the feminine, but nonetheless, they're here to ascend, so they're going to ascend at some point. But like I said, you delay the process by sending hate and judgment, anything that is not of divine unconditional love. It's all about relating in peace and allowing people to experience what they've come here to experience without casting any sort of hate or fear onto them. Let them live out that process, just as you had to live out that process in your karmic relationships or situations. Not everyone's going to be experiencing a karmic relationship in the romantic sense per se. These karmic situations or relationships show up in many different ways for us. And it's all about recognizing our negative patterns, our negative ways of being, negative ways of thinking,